everybody, it's me, Miss Laura, and it is time for our story time craft. And because we just finished reading about Spookley the Square Pumpkin, we are going to be making our own Spookley pumpkins. So if you come by the library, and pick up our Storytime Spookley craft pack, you will find inside some terracotta air dry clay, a cupcake liner, a couple of teeny tiny googly eyes. I don't know if they're showing up on the camera there. And a little piece of pipe cleaner. So the first rundown, I'm going to warn you real quick. The terracotta clay will stain your hands a lovely brownish orange color. So you'll look like a pumpkin. So the nice thing is that washes off of your hands. But you might want to make sure you wear some old clothes, just in case it stains your clothing. Okay, I'm not for sure if it will or not, but take some precaution there. If you don't want it to stain your hands, wear some rubber gloves. Okay, so let's begin. The nice thing with Spookley is he was square. So the whole theme about this is that, about Spookley the pumpkin, is it's okay to be your own unique person. So our pumpkins can be any shape you want. You can make them round, kind of roundish, and I'm just kind of smushing it and getting it soft. And then, so you can make a round one, you can make a football shaped one, whatever shape you want, mold your clay into that shape. Now, this is air dry clay, so it's gonna take probably as thick as these little squares are. I would give it at least 3 days to dry. It's going to kind of change color, and that's how you'll know it's dry. Right now it's really moist, so when it dries, it should be kind of hard, like a knick-knack, and it will be like a real light brown color. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm kind of making my pumpkin a little bit square shape. And you can smooth it out. You can do little carvings on there if you want to. There we go. I think he's making a nice shape. And I'm making mine square in honor of Spookley. But like I said, you can make yours any shape. And it doesn't have to be an exact square. That's the beauty of this. It's really any shape or size that you want it to be. And then I'm taking my little eyeballs there. And I'm just going to kind of gently push them in, and see that clay just holds onto it very nicely. And don't push them in too far, because then the clay will eat it. There we go. And the other eyeball. There you go. So he's kind of taking shape. And then if you have something with a sharp edge, well, not like sharp like it will cut, but just something like hard plastic, a plastic knife or something like that, you can kind of give your little Spookley a little bit of character there. So this is going to be his nose. He's got like a little button nose. And then I'm going to make him smile. There we go. Oh my. Different little tools are going to give him a little different shape. Now he kind of looks scary, doesn't he? And I can use him, whatever tool you decide to use, whether it's a plastic knife or a spoon, to kind of give him shape. And there we go. If I want to add pumpkin stripes, I can, because pumpkins often have little stripes going up them. And once this dries, it will then be able to be painted. So once it's completely dry, you can paint it, put polka dots on it. You can even use like a marker, like a Sharpie marker or something like that, to put colors on them. And then he has a really long stump, and then I take my pipe cleaner and I'm just kind of bending it around my finger to give it some shape. And I'm just going to push that right in the top of his head. There you go. Maybe it's curling around there. Let's see. Now you'll notice usually I pre-make some of my crafts to show you, but I didn't do that this one. So I am literally making it right now with you. There he goes. And you can keep working on it until you have it exactly the way you want, because this clay does take a long time to dry. There you go. And probably once this is all dry, I might add a little paint to it. Paint his mouth, give it more detail in his nose. He's a little bit of a scary looking pumpkin if you ask me. Instead of a happy pumpkin, but that fits Halloween, doesn't it? And the nice thing, because this will dry nice and hard and solid, is that now you can keep it forever. Unlike a regular pumpkin, you can keep it. And the reason why I gave you the cupcake lanterner, because this does stain your hands. Just stick it on there, put it aside somewhere, and let it air dry. And that way you don't have to worry about messing up kitchen counters or anything that it should not do. You could even paint it. So there you go. That's your Spookley the pumpkin. So please send me pictures. Like I said, it's going to take, you know, up to 3 days, maybe even 4 days for it to dry. Once it does, decorate it, share your pictures with me. I'll do the same with you, okay? Alrighty, bye-bye.